Hi guys, this is Mike again. Decided to take a break from planting and everything else I got going around here. The weekend's coming up, Memorial Day weekend, and our plans were to go camping. Take the solar panel and batteries and spend 3 days with nothing. No water, no nothing. Take everything we have and see how long, if it all works good for us. But I might be going to Detroit. Me and a buddy of mine might be heading to Detroit, or up above Detroit actually, to pick up a couple things. And well, he's approved for a motorcycle, and well, I was too. He's actually picking a Harley up. I don't think I want to pick a Harley up. I like my Vulcans. I am a Harley guy, but I just can't afford to fix them. They're too expensive right off. So I think on this time I'm just going to stay with a Vulcan, maybe go up if I decide to go ahead and do it. So I don't know if we're going to go camping this weekend. The trip up there is going to take more in gas than it would for us to pay for our lot rent. Anyhow, I had a guy stop by yesterday. A buddy of mine sent him down. He was looking for a outboard motor 9.9. I didn't have one. I didn't know nobody had one right offhand. But as I called around a few people, as you've seen in the video, there is a motor sitting on the back of my boat. My buddy had a 3-horse, which I forgot totally that he owned one. So I went down to his house and picked it up, and the guy didn't want it. So I'm thinking about buying it. The guy's wanting $50 for it. Anyways, it's a game fisher, 3-horse. All right, and this is the state I actually picked it up as. And I don't know if you've seen that, but I took the plug out because the plug was not in there. And you come around here, and old breather, which is not a big deal because most of the time they do not have too much of a breather on them. I mean, it does have a place for the breather, but they really don't have much going on with them. I can repair that and replace it with anything right now. So, anyways, it's not getting gas, and the guy said it did run. Well, we can't be sure of that because I don't trust people. But the guy did say it run. So I'm taking a chance by giving him the money for it. I can make my money back if it's running, if it runs. My dad wants one for his little boat in Florida, so I can send this down to him if he doesn't get up early enough. He lives in Michigan, but stays in Florida during the winter time. But due to family problems, he's down there right now. And actually, my mom just got to Michigan a couple days ago. So I can ship it to him, or I go down on Bike Week in Daytona or whatever. I can take it down to him, or when I go to visit him in Michigan, I can drop it off up there, and they can ship it down themselves because they fly. But anyhow, so I've been working on it. I wanted to make sure it wasn't water cooled, and I know this is exhaust because this is actually a weed eater motor, is what it is real close to. I knew this was an exhaust, but I wasn't 100% sure if it was water cooled or air cooled, so I wanted to ensure that before anything. I do not see no water ports, so I believe it's air cooled. I did put a little bit of I just grabbed a whole plug. I'm not sure if it's the right one. I had a brand new plug sitting in the shed, and I put it in there and tried to start it because it had gas in it, but I had a little bit extra gas to it, and I tried to start it. It wouldn't start. So I had a little bit of a brake cleaner, actually, is all I had on hand, and I just squirted a little bit in the carb, and it hit instantly. So I did the old hillbilly way. I took the gas cap off, put my mouth down on it, blew, couldn't get no air, or no gas come out, all that crap. So I'm not going to take you through it because I've already did it. Okay guys, my camera's messing up. Anyways, some of you might notice I already had the screws unbolted. That's because I have had this apart, but I decided to do a video of it. So I took it apart to get into the carburetor. First thing I noticed was it's missing. Hold on, missing a wire that goes to here for the kill switch. So that has to be fixed in order to kill it. I had to take that apart to get to this, to get to the screws to take the bowl off. We'll see what needs to be cleaned out on that. I haven't decided if I'm going to clean it majorly or just try to get it to work. I'll just get it to work for now. But first thing I did, I took this off just to ensure there was no water jets in here. And there wasn't. So, it's just an exhaust comes out back in here. Exhaust chamber, tube goes down under the water to keep it quieter. So, okay, I don't have no way to prop this up right now to show you what I'm working on, but I just got 2 bolts, one here and one straight across to drop this bolt and see how it is. Alright guys, I got the bowl off, and actually I took the filter part off because I couldn't get no gas come through even if the bowl come apart. Oops, sorry about that. It was plugged up in here, but it still, I still had to end up taking the bowl off because well, let me show you. I took it apart. That's the way it come out. Oops, that's the way it come out. For the ones that don't know, that is your needle valve. That's what stops the fuel and allows the fuel to come in. This is your float that pushes this up. This has to be pivoted. Right, and it's, I don't know if you can see right by my thumb right there, there's a pin or a little hole on both sides, and there's a rod that goes down through there, and it pivots right off of that rod. And guess what? There's no rod in there. Don't know why somebody would have done that, but they did. I went ahead and cleaned the bowl out a little bit, but it was actually real clean, actually, what it should be. But now, you know, I know some of you don't complain about me dropping some gas, but oh well. I got plenty of gas coming out. So it's working good. I know the carburetor don't need a lot of work because it does fire up. So my theory is, oops, my bad. There's my new rod. Proper it. I'm gonna cut it down to size in perfect diameter. So there's my new pivot rod, or whatever you want to call it. And then, of course, I'm gonna repair this wire. The other one's already here, so I'll fix that, or that's already fixed, but I'll fix this. I did notice I have a little bit of shavings right here. And I see it's wearing right here and here. So I'm going to see about that because I don't need it wearing itself out on me. And there's no wear marks on that. Well, I guess there's a little bit, but nothing major there. So it's wearing off more here than that there. So, I don't know. Well, maybe it just wasn't on there correctly last time. Somebody's had this motor apart. That's for sure. But it's a nice clean motor. And if I keep it and push it down, if I keep it, it'll push this little sailboat, which looks like a disaster now. It'll push it pretty good. I can use it for fishing on small little lakes around here. Cheaper. But alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and make that rod for the pin. And it's a weird setup because everyone I've ever seen usually hooks to your bowl or to your float. This doesn't have it on where it mounts. It's not supposed to mount. The way this is shaped, it's just pushes up against it, which is fine. Works, it works. Very simple motor to work on, that's for sure. But I want to get this running, and I want to make sure the gear lube in the bottom's full. I believe I still have some from mine. And then I'm going to get a 5-gallon pail out here and fire it up. Probably could have run it without a 5-gallon pail, but I'm going to put it in water anyhow. Alright, I'll get this carburetor back together and get the top end put back together, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, I went in and put a new wire in, connected it all back up, cleaned the went in, cut and fitted that. It works great. Gas comes out of it and it don't leak, so that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together. Take the plug off, or the gas cap off. Get that little pin out of there. Slide it down over like that. My bad, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting I got a camera in my hand. Stick this back in the hole. Oh, my bad, not yet. I keep forgetting, let's see. I put this ring back on. Just a weatherproof ring to keep the weather off if it does rain on it or something. Just something like that. And then it's just that, you just shove it in there like that. Make sure that's shut. And then we're going to put the spoiler on. Again, my bad. That's why I don't show you what the process is, because it's too hard to do things and keep the camera back where it needs to be. And so I'll get this back together and come back. Okay guys, it's all back together. I still gotta finish this up, but I'll do it today, but right now I'm just wanting to see if it'll fire up and if the kill switch works. So it'll be bumpy. I'm gonna leave this running, but I'm gonna try to do this all by one-handed. So I'm going to go ahead and choke it, open up the air vent, turn the fuel on, and hold it right here. And it works. So now I gotta go get a bucket and put it in and try it. Because this is air cooled, I can do that. I can start it up, it doesn't hurt it. But I'm gonna run some water in it so I can actually let it run a little bit longer. Alright guys, there it is, it's running. This motor has no reverse on it or no neutral. So that prop is always constantly running, so it has to be at a low idle so it doesn't push you. Right here, low, start, and go fast. Go too fast, I'll throw water all over. Bring it up to start. Definitely not wide open. I did that and it soaked the ground, so I'm I'll try to send it to you. Take the throttle good. Sounds good to me, but guys, we can all be having a little fun with it. Only thing I got to do is put a wood mount behind and in front. Figure out how to run it with my rudder or the sail. I don't want to have to just leave it on the shore and I'm out sailing in case something happens. Alright, I think that's it then. Thanks for watching.